Sunday, 12th day of October is today, 2025. If you want to judge Nnamdi Kanu, I want you to judge him from what I am going to tell you now. I have seen a lot of comments on so many videos I'm making, and when I see a particular comment that is more than 5 persons asking just the same question, normally I use it to make video to address that concern. But this one is above comment section. I've had some messages, I've had some calls since the day before yesterday, and one of the people who called me happens to even be a lawyer, and he was asking me, Mr. Okocha, I have been following you for long. I want to ask you this. How much do you know Nnamdi Kanu? How far do you know Nnamdi Kanu? Do you think that Nnamdi Kanu is innocent to what people are saying, or he's guilty of it? How far do you know this man that you always come and talk about? And I think I felt relief when he asked me that question, because this same person is someone who is on Facebook writing that Nnamdi Kanu should not be released from detention. So when he asked me that question, I quickly told him that at least I started knowing Nnamdi Kanu from the year 2011, and I know him well in the year 2012. And from 2012 till he started having problems, we spoke. And we spoke once. So after telling him how I come to know him, I started telling him that, you see all these things you are hearing about Nnamdi Kanu. I'm going to tell you what you don't know about Nnamdi Kanu. I believe you are reacting to what you see on social media, not what you know Nnamdi Kanu for. If you want to judge Nnamdi Kanu, I told him, judge Nnamdi Kanu for what he did when he was not in detention. What do I mean? Nnamdi Kanu was just doing broadcast. He was, educating people the need for referendum, the need for their freedom. He never carried any arm. He never killed anyone. He never sent anyone to kill anyone. Okay? Now, before all these problems started coming, I told the man there was what the military called Python dance. When they came to assassinate Nnamdi Kanu, a day before his court date, they knew that the court was about to free him, so they sent the military to go and assassinate him, of which Supreme Court ruled against. So I told the man that after that date, anything that happens about all this agitation is not Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu's activities of guiding people, influencing people, especially people in the southeast who said they are this or they are that, ends that day. After some time, Nnamdi Kanu appeared in Israel before, it took time before he traveled to Kenya where they, abducted him. So I explained to this man that from the 2014-2015 that Nnamdi Kanu came into Nigeria, that he was arrested in Lagos, then the first time, till the time they came to his house to assassinate him, judge Nnamdi Kanu by that life he lived there. So don't judge him by what happened in his absence, because nobody sent the military to go and assassinate him. So the politicians who, perpetrated all these acts against Nnamdi Kanu, they saw that they did not succeed against Nnamdi Kanu. And the only thing they have to do is to start sponsoring people in the name of IPOB to discredit Nnamdi Kanu. This is what I know about this man. Before Nnamdi Kanu was assassinated, an attempted assassination by the Nigerian military, which I repeat, Supreme Court totally ruled against it. Someone have a court case tomorrow. He was to attend his court case tomorrow after the judge freed him and asked him to stay at home, start coming to court from home. The military went a day before the court case. The military went there and killed him. They killed so many people, shoot their dogs, do all those things. Nnamdi Kanu escaped. So Supreme Court also ruled that he did not jump bail, that it is his right to escape being killed. Now, this is where these things started getting interesting. When Nnamdi Kanu left, all these people you are seeing, they are called, hey, this person is Nnamdi Kanu person. I have evidence that they are being backrolled by the government, by the governors and politicians in the southeast. So what tie or evidence do you have that these people are the people of Nnamdi Kanu? Now, I told the lawyer, you are a lawyer. It's not enough to come out and I will tell you that you sent me. I am fighting for you because you are in detention. Does that mean that you sent me when you have never told me to do that? He responded, he said, no. I said, okay, what evidence do you have against this man? I told him that, you remember that the DSS, the first day they came before Justice James Omotosho, what did they say? He said he didn't remember or he don't know. I said, DSS said, we have never found anything terrorizing or incriminating against this man. But they are judging him based on what they say he said. He said that he made a broadcast and tell people to do this. He made a broadcast and tell people to do this. That is what they are holding him for. So it is not justifiable for people to say Nnamdi Kanu is the one perpetrating the insecurity in the Southeast. It is a totally blind argument because the man don't know anything about what you are talking about. In his absence, things started going wrong. And you say it is him. Now you kept him in detention. And you are still saying it is him. Someone in detention. Sometimes the way black men think baffles me. It makes me think whether I reason the same with people. Someone is in detention. You have a federal government, state government, and local government. And you are saying that the terrorist activity is going on here, that someone in detention is responsible for it. You see, the responsibility of securing life and property is government responsibility, not Nnamdi Kanu's responsibility. He did not send any. Did you see him giving anybody gun? Do you see him sending people money to buy gun? Now, it is interesting because when you look at what is going on in Nigeria, you saw people that Tinubu pardoned, people who are drug dealers, people who committed murders. But he withdrew the case of Miyetti Anda. Miyetti Anda, who is sponsoring bandits, he withdrew his case. Nobody hear about it. He withdrew his case. The treasonable case against this man, they withdrew it. They withdrew that of Sowore, even though they don't have anything against him. That of, I know so many people, they withdrew their cases. But that of Nnamdi Kanu, they said they want rule of law. They want the court to say something. Federal High Court Abia discharged him. They did not agree. Enugu discharged him. They violated the court order. Court of Appeal Abuja discharged Nnamdi Kanu, acquit him. They did not honor the court. Supreme Court did not rule against Nnamdi Kanu. Supreme Court asked them to return to Federal High Court. See, what is rule of law? People don't know the truth about all these things. So, your governors, people will come and confess that your governor sent them to go and assassinate, go and do this, go and do that. You are still pointing finger to someone in detention. It's a big challenge. This is a serious problem. So, everything people are talking about in Nnamdi Kanu, it happens when Nnamdi Kanu was not around. It happens when Nnamdi Kanu was in detention. So, how would you now attribute it to this man? It happened when Nnamdi Kanu was not around. And you are when Nnamdi Kanu was around, before that Python dance and that assassination, the life this man lived, I want you to judge him by that. He lived a life with the intention of saving his people. When the bandits invaded the Southeast, when they were raping, killing, they first invaded in Southeast, not what you are saying in Kwara and all those things. Nnamdi Kanu set up a vigilante group. And at the end now, you people are against him. However, now, let's say, for example, Nnamdi Kanu is no longer in the picture. May God save his life. What about if Nnamdi Kanu has died? Who are you going to hold responsible? Because you are seeing him alive and you are afraid of his influence, you are afraid of his next move, you don't even know his next move, you are afraid of when he's released, nobody will know you. You are afraid of how he will command people and you want him dead, not because of what he did. So I said I think it's important I use this to make video because a lot of people will also be thinking and a lot of people will also be wanting to know, is Nnamdi Kanu guilty of what people are talking about? Judge him what he did when he has not been kidnapped, when the Python dance has not been carried out, assassination has not been carried out against him. If they are protesting before, police will guide them. Police will be among them. I mean IPOP. Police will guide them. If they are carrying gun, police will not guide them. If they are killing people, police will not guide them. Police was guiding them when they proscribed them as terrorist organization. Does it make sense? It doesn't make sense. The people are protesting peacefully. Police always guide their protest. No qualms, no chaos. You proscribe these people. This is the problem. And nobody wants to talk about all these things. Omahe was praising Nnamdi Kanu's ESN for helping to keep the bushes clean. This Omahe. At the time he was praising Nnamdi Kanu ESN, Nnamdi Kanu never meant bad for his people. You understand? Nnamdi Kanu never meant, bad for his people. At the time, this Wiki was calling for Nnamdi Kanu's release during Buhari, asking them not to treat him because he came from a particular place. But because of regime change, he's part of the government now. All of them changed mouth. And when Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu's regime will change, you see all these people who are opposing Nnamdi Kanu's release, they will still be the one to say, hey, release Nnamdi Kanu. This is all about politics, pure politics. This is all about pure politics. There is nothing else you will tell me. Pure politics. Anyway, on 20 is Free Nnamdi Kanu protest. Do whatever you can do to support the protest. If you know you can't make it there, please, you can also help you tell another person that on 20, Aso Rock there is the venue. Free Nnamdi Kanu protest. There is nothing that is going to stop it. I've seen that so many politicians are relenting. Yes. So many politicians are relenting. They don't want to be there. They don't want to protest about this. They are scared. You see, only thing that pains me is that IPOB, all these Biafra agitators, they are not political. If they are political, all these politicians will be jettering because they know that they have the capacity to remove them. They are not political. That is the problem. If they made up their mind, you see all these Southeast politicians, you remove them. Remove them. Remove them. They bankroll most of the criminals. So the evidence of them bankrolling these criminals is on record, on video record. You hear me? I mean, it is on video record. So I know what I'm talking about. They are not supposed to represent the people because they are killing the people. Most politicians, not only in the Southeast, they want unrest. They want divide and rule. They don't want anything to overshadow them. They don't want anything to be against them. They just want people to keep quiet and they want to rule forever. Anyway, like I've said, if you have questions about what you don't know about Nnamdi Kanu, especially what the Nigerian government are lying against him that he did not do, you can drop the question on the comment section and I will address it. Thank you for listening.